Well, the possibility of a powwow had been discussed for the last 8 years in Bemidji, and it finally happened on Saturday as 3 native tribes in Minnesota invited the public and government officials to join with them for a chance to learn about Native American culture. The Red Lake, Leech Lake, and White Earth tribes were all in attendance. Our Jackson Bruner was also there to learn more about this effort to build and foster peace.
Blankets and tribe flags were exchanged in the Bemidji-Gamog powwow, an event that was the first of its kind in Minnesota. Its goal was to create an inclusive and educational environment for natives and non-natives alike. All 3 of the tribes came into the powwow with the hope that everyone in attendance would learn about the traditions and customs of Native American culture.
Just having the understanding of how each one of us are unique, but also understanding the Native American tradition because we're the original people here in America.
State and city government officials, along with all 3 tribal leaders, began the powwow with a grand entry. They were followed closely by a long line of dancers. Governor Mark Dayton followed the ceremony with his remarks, stressing an importance for the next generation of Minnesotans to be unified, a message that the tribes agreed with.
If we can all get along, so to speak, here's our leaders getting along, showing us something positive for our children.
And the powwow did seem to make an impression, especially on non-natives, many of whom came to find something different.
I just think it's wonderful every time you learn something new and more about the culture.
I already knew some stuff about the culture, but just learning about other nations and, some of the dresses.
The Sanford Center's management said it's happy with the powwow's success and may look to bring it back annually.
If we could do this every year as a community to bring the 3 tribes together, the city, the state in this case, it's fantastic. Why wouldn't we do that?
The first of 2 powwow sessions was followed by a feast featuring food from all 3 nations that brought together and fed a crowd of thousands. Jackson Bruner, Lakeland News.
An estimated 3,500 people were on hand to see the first grand entrance at 1 p.m. on Saturday. According to Sanford Center management, the feast served about 2,000 powwow attendees.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.